Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday, February 13th today. Hope you're had a great week and planning a terrific weekend for yourselves. This is our power yoga class at Mystic Fitness Hot Yoga Studio. We have a few yogis and yoginis here with us in studio. I hope someday you'll join us in the studio whenever you feel comfortable practicing live yoga with us. Otherwise, thank you for coming in from home and watching our broadcasts. We broadcast live every morning at 9 a.m., 7 mornings a week. So hope you'll join us. We're going to start by lying on our backs. Oh, my name is Amy. Lie on your back. Relax your body from head to toe. I'd like you to just kind of surrender to that feeling of having the earth holding you up, where your muscles can just all relax. And you trust that no matter what happens, there is support. And all you have to do is trust it. Breathe. Let's breathe in through our noses, filling up the lungs. And fill up your bellies. And breathe out. In studio, we breathe out through our noses. At home, you can breathe out through your nose or your mouth, emptying out the belly. Yeah. And then emptying out the lungs. And just take some beautiful, deep, long, calming breaths here. Let your breath calm your nervous system. When your nervous system is calm, there's nothing you can't achieve. Take a few more calming breaths in through your nose. Fill up your belly. Fill up your lungs. And empty your belly. And empty your lungs. Start to bring your knees up in the air slowly. And put one hand on each knee and just start to stir your knees, drawing your knees towards your chest and away from your chest. Let's interlace our fingers and squeeze your right shin toward the right of your rib cage. So just a gentle wind relieving pose this morning. Relax your left leg. We can interlace our fingers behind our right thigh and then just straighten the right leg up and bring it back down. And just elongate through the right leg at your own pace, keeping your right foot flexed. And breathing. And let's return to the wind removing pose. So the interlaced fingers are over the shin again and we squeeze. And how about flexing your left foot? And now elongating through the left leg and just raise it up, breathing in and lower it down and raise it up and lower it down and raise it up and lower it down. And just take a few of these, coupling the movement with the breath. And then leave the left leg on the ground. Take your left hand over your right knee and just gently draw your right knee over to the left. Nothing too deep here, okay? Now, if you leave the right buttock on the floor, then you're just taking a nice little thigh stretch here. If you'd like a spinal twist, you may lift the right buttock off the floor and twist a little deeper, but it's very early in the practice, so please don't twist too deeply. We'll come back to this toward the end of practice. All right, back to center, guys, and lengthen the right leg over the floor. Let's try the same thing on the left side, interlacing your fingers and just taking a wind relieving pose here. So this is a great posture to do early in the morning when you first wake up. Very good for the digestion. And then without any impact or resistance, we get to stretch out our limbs a little bit. So interlace your fingers behind your thigh, flex your left foot, and just elongate it. Make sure you're breathing. Let's return to wind relieving pose, squeeze. And we're going to raise the right leg, flexed foot. Just raise it up and down. Just kind of easing into mobility. Beautiful. Okay. Relax the right leg. You'll put your right hand over your left knee and just take a little twist here. And again, if you keep the left buttock on the floor, then you're just stretching your IT band and your thigh, hip. But if you'd like to deepen it to a spinal twist, again, not too deep, please, then you may roll a little bit, lifting the hip off the ground. And just returning back to center. Lengthen the leg down to the ground. We'll pick up our knees one more time, one hand over each knee, stir them toward you and away from you. Getting right into some abdominal work. You guys feel okay about that? Okay, let's do it. Knees here, we're going to line them up right above the hips. So you want 90-degree angles between belly and thighs, 90-degree angles between calves and the backs of your thighs, and even the feet at the ankles, 90-degree angles. Take your hands, press your thighs away from your belly, and make sure those thighs are pressing right back at the hands. And to achieve that, pull your belly in and down. You want to flatten the space between the lower back and the floor. So you want the lower back to marry the floor. Press it flatly down and push those thighs away. creating intra-body resistance, resistance within the body. Squeeze. Breathe. Let's take 30 seconds, okay? Here we go. Breathe through it. Chin presses toward the chest, belly presses down. Looks easy, but you should be trembling. It's not easy. 7 seconds left. Beautifully done. Stretch out nice and long. Inhale that full body stretch. You got this. Now we're going to return to that beautiful position of 90-degree angles. So knees above hips, calves parallel to the floor, feet are flexed. Lower your left leg down so that it's straight. Arms up in the air and right arm down above your head. And we're going to switch this out. Right arm comes up, left knee comes up. Right leg straightens, left arm above the head. So switch these out, paying attention to your form, going as slow or fast as suits your practice. And you can see form and alignment, very important here. Let's take 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Take those knees, squeeze them toward you. Make sure you release the lower back. Press it into the floor. Spreading your thighs is going to help release the lower back even more. Breathe. We'll take those legs, put them up in the air, straighten them out, flex your feet. Hands will come to the base of your skull, the occipital region. Raise your upper back off the floor a little bit. And let us just pulse chest to thighs. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. I'd like you to do an honest count of 30 pulses. I don't want to disturb the practice by counting, so you count in your head. How's that feel, guys? You got it, Judy. Belly draws in and down. Beautiful work. You're going to feel this right under those ribs. I've got 5 more to go. Nicely done. You finish when you finish. Take a squeeze again. Breathe. Flatten that back on the ground. You're welcome to stir the knees. For your next set, we'll do 30 again. Legs up in the air, straighten them out. You can take your hands into paddle position, and you can paddle side to side. Take an honest count of 30. Feeling the obliques working here. I'm halfway through. How are you guys doing? Oh, you're way ahead of me. Luckily, it's never a race. It's never a competition. It's only for each of us to strive to be a better person than we were yesterday. That's really my only goal in life. All right, awesome sauce. Bend those knees. One hand on each knee, you can circle. When you do ab work together, it's not as daunting, is it? We figure like we're all in this together, right, guys? And it's quite beautiful. It's really quite beautiful. You want a few more? Anybody? No? Yes? Deba does. Ralph does. Larry does. Okay, option to stay out if you want, okay, guys? Connie does. I'd like you to do that resistance one again, so thighs. This is a reset, you know. This is a reset. This brings you back to, oh, I have to focus on alignment, not speed or not just trying to get through it. So let's do that. Let's press those thighs away. 30 seconds begins now. Breathe. Ten more seconds. 5 more. Beautifully done. Take those knees in your hands and stir. Open. This is such good medicine for that lower back. And the other direction. Like to take a boat here. So raise the legs, hands behind your thighs, and you can kind of rock and roll back and forth a little bit if you like that. And either land in your boat or not. Many versions of boat here. Try to keep that back flat, okay, guys? Option to bend knees and hold the backs of your thighs. Option to not hold the thighs. Arms can be out to sides or up above you or behind you as little supports. Option also to straighten the legs. Hold your boats. These are gorgeous in studio. Boats easier since we already worked the abs. We fired the abs. We fired them up. They are so charged. They will motor your boat now. If you'd like to add movement, hands can go back into paddle, and you can paddle the way we did on our backs. Ten more seconds. Boy, guys, you're great. Okay, bring the feet down. Let's spin around, face the front, my loves. You're going to keep the feet separated and the knees bent, okay? Hands behind you, and how about just a little bit of windshield wiper hood? Side to side. Go slow, see what feels nice for you. Whew. You want to add a little drama, a little theater to it. You can lift up. And come down. And you can lift up. And come down. And just take some side to sides, your style, your way, lifting or not. What makes sense to you? How do you wish to move through life? That's a fun one. I just love that. And then you can just wind it down. Cool. Keep the legs open, straighten them out. So some of you dancer types can really open your legs wide. I've never been able to do that. So I've got like a 90-degree angle probably. And I'm going to use my strap. So if you're at home and you have a jump rope, maybe you have a yoga strap, maybe you have like several belts, a couple of belts tied together, just a super long belt or a long scarf. I'm going to take it around my feet, but most yogis or a lot of yogis can certainly use their hands on their shins. So look at my friend Deba, my friend Constantina. They're able to hold their feet. I draw down, holding the strap. And just allow yourself to rest, pulling gently forward, very gently. Working with the body you have, not against the body you have. Okay? So if you want a different body, change your perspective, please. Work with the beautiful, strong, healthy body that you have. Drawing down, feeling that beautiful hamstring stretch. Good. And then slowly releasing. I'll move the strap over. You're going to put your hands behind you again and just kind of twist the limbs side to side. So now our legs are straight and we're kind of replicating what we just did. If you'd like to add some theater to it, you're welcome to rise up. Not necessary at all, but kind of fun to play with. Down. Other hand. I think I learned this in Deba's class this week. It was beautiful. So fun. Such a privilege to take all of my friends' classes during the week. I kind of bring you the best of on Saturdays. Oh, that's such a nice stretch. What do you guys think, huh? Isn't that beautiful? The whole body's ready for it, too. It's not strenuous, and you don't have to go deep. Okay. We're going to land in center. You can take the strap again or not, and just replicate your forward fold for me one more time. Maybe you go a little deeper this time. What do you think? Breathe. My hamstrings feel great now. Good. Okay. Let's release that. Right heel comes to inside of left thigh. Sit up nice and straight. Circle, sweep your arms up high. Inhale, reach. Interlace your fingers. So first you're going to create the beautiful stretch and length. Then you're going to twist. Then you're going to fold over that left leg. Now some of you can reach for that foot inside your grip. I'm not one of those folks. So I will opt to either hold my shin or my thigh or my good friend the strap. There we go. You can bring chin to chest, maybe head to knee if you'd like to take Janya Shavasana. I'm perfectly happy right here. And I just breathe. Okay, gently releasing. We're going to bring that knee, the right knee up, and just take a small twist over, looking over right shoulder. Nothing too deep. Okay. And we'll look back. Extend the right leg now. And the left heel comes to the inside of right thigh. Circle sweep up high, reach. Stretch up, twist, and fold over that right leg. And in the TV screen, you can see I'm nowhere close to that right foot. I don't stress. I hold my shin or my thigh, or I take my strap, working with the incredible body you've been given, respecting it. Don't ever denounce it. Staying with that breath. Breathe. And then releasing the strap or your grip. Let's butterfly the legs. We'll bring our heels together in front of us. Maybe push your seat closer to your heels. Hands can stay behind you, or some of you can reach for those ankles and just squeeze your thighs downward. If that's unpleasant for you, you can always stack blocks underneath your thighs. And maybe round forward, chin to chest, head to ankles, and just breathe. Okay. Releasing, knees can come together. Tabletop will be next. So you put your hands on the ground, bring your knees behind you, and just take some gentle cow and cat positions. Arching the spine as you inhale, and rounding as you exhale. And you'll feel that lower back saying, thank you, this feels so nice. Make sure you're drawing belly in firmly. And last week we did some glute strengtheners, very, very, very helpful. So let's strengthen the glutes, okay? Relax that left foot on the floor and bring your right knee up behind you. You're going to try to get that thigh parallel to the floor and the calf at a 90-degree angle from the thigh. And we're just going to kick up, okay? Just little pulses here. We'll take 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and that's all you need. Bring the knee back to your chest. Tuck. Take a second set here. Thigh comes up. Ready, guys? Your own honest count of 20. Good. Tuck under and release. Let's take the hips to one side and the other. You might just want to circle your hips a little bit, spreading the knees a little wider if that feels good. So these glute exercises are from my friend Joe, who teaches Bikram here on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And he's really into all these band workouts. He does these with elastic bands, body size bands. So if you have an elastic band, you're welcome to attach it to your foot. We're going to take the left side now, guys. You'd attach it to your foot, your left foot, and the other end of the band could be held underneath your right knee. And then you would kick up, take 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, bring the knee underneath you, round, hold it, take it back to your second set, knee lifts, and 20 more, your time. Halfway through. Beautifully done. Knee tucks, hold it. And bring it back down. Separate those knees, circle out those hips a little. Feel free to take any and all breaks you need, water or lying down. Okay, guys, let's tuck our toes under and lift the knees just to a hover, holding this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Hips rise up. In down dog, we bring the knees to a hover. Spring forward with control, high plank. These are your plank rolls. Inhale, hips up, knees hover. Exhale, plank roll. Use the insides of your thighs here. Take some plank rolls. I learned this in Erin's class. Use the strength of that belly to draw in and up. The next time you land in plank, hold it, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forward on the toes, bending at elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, maybe tops of the feet flat on the floor, knees lift. Exhale, flip the feet, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Students, big breath in and let go. Normally my head would be dropped in down dog, but I can't do that with the mic. So make sure you're relaxing your head. That 9-pound head of yours, let it hang heavy. Big breath in. Let it go. Bend those knees. Prepare for flight. Look forward. Hop, skip, jump, or walk. Feet are going to meet the hands. Good work, guys. Inhaling flat back with hands on your shins. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep. Take it all the way up. And exhale, prayer hands to your heart center. This is where you ground a little bit. Breath in and breath out. Good. Remember the wind removing pose that we did lying down? We're going to do that standing up now. So weight goes into your left leg. Interlace your fingers. Let us scoop that right shin. This is a great ab exercise. Squeeze. Breathe. Now I see you in camera, Karina. I think I was blocking you before. Hey, this is good. Holding this. Opening up, Nataraja position. Whoopsie. Bring that leg back to your center if you can. What I'd like you to try to do is keep the thigh lifted. Now remember that resistance we did on our backs? Replicate that here, a little harder in standing posture. Press down, push up, breathe. Good work. Now lift the arms up, rise up out of that waist. Holding up high. Kick the heel forward. I'd like you to step down on that foot and open up to Warrior Two posture. Spreading those feet a little bit wider if you need to. And breathe. So our shoulders are relaxed in Warrior Two. Two arms pulling out from the shoulders. Let's see if I can get me in there. Yep. Pull forward gently and back and forward and back. The next time you go back, flip your palm, breathe in and reverse. You're welcome to straighten that front leg if you'd like. Stay here and just breathe. Keeping that beautiful reversal of the posture here. Either straight leg or not. Please take your left hand, hold on to your right wrist. And draw a little bit deeper here. Breathe. Returning to Warrior Two proper. And I want you to trust your body and your balance, propelling the arms and just stepping left foot back to meet the right. Tadasana, standing position. Shake out wrists, shake out legs, anything that needs shaking. And we'll try that on the other side. Take your time here. Think about what you're doing. Weight goes into the right leg. Interlace your fingers. Scoop that left shin. We hold it here. You can circle that left ankle or the foot. And breathe. Remarkably tough that right glute is. Breathe. We'll open to Nataraja. Give yourself a little thumbs up. Y'all are looking great. Strong warriors here. Back to center. We squeeze in one more time. That's right, Karina. And then you're going to build that body resistance. Take it. I'm hearing the most beautiful oceanic breath in this room. When that leg feels super strong, you can circle, sweep high, breathe. And kick out. Land. Open. Warrior Two position. Relax those shoulders, pull those arms apart. Be careful. I want to see the knee on top of the ankle, not way out in front of it. Yes, nice adjustment there. If you'd like a lower lunge, you achieve that by walking the right foot toward the back of the room. Okay, not by overextending left knee. And then just some forward and back pulls. And when you're all the way back, you flip your palms, breathe in and reverse. Option to lengthen the left leg or not. I like to sweep the right arm up, take hold of my left wrist with my right hand, and just draw in. You'll feel a nicer stretch in the obliques and the pecs here, holding that hand. And we hold this. Breathe. Beautiful way to stretch the abs that we work too. And we did work those abs. All right. Warrior 2 proper. Gaze at your left fingertips. That's going to help with the transition into Tadasana. So push off with the back leg. Right arm up and over. And you land in your Tadasana. Let's take some more standing postures. Look at these beautiful yogis. All right. Take a drink. It's a beautiful time for a drink. You feeling strong, Constantina? It shows. It shows today. You showed up. You showed up, man. Here we go. Plant the feet. Feet are under the hips, so just a nice comfortable distance. We took the wind relieving, the standing wind relieving, strengthening those glutes really nicely. What I'd like to do is the glute pulses that we did on hands and knees, we're now going to do those standing. So let's circle sweep and bring the right knee up. And keeping, let's see, pull your hands down to prayer, I think is the nicest version of this. And then bring your knee behind you and upper body can tilt slightly. Tilt it to a point it needs tilting. Keep the knee bent 90 degrees if possible. And then you're just going to pulse, okay? You're going to push your heel toward the ceiling, taking 20 if you can. Two more. Okay, come on out. You can shake that leg out and maybe just kind of push that hip out a little bit. Or, that's a great idea, just some circling of the torso, one direction and the other. We'll try that on the other side. So circle, sweep, high, inhale. With that, the left thigh comes up. Hands slide to prayer. Find your position. It's a slight tilting of the torso and a lifting of the left thigh. And you pulse for 20. Ten more. Beautiful. Let it go. We'll all just put hands on hips here and just take some torso rolls. You can see my feet are the width of the mat. You can go both directions. Add a little sass, a little attitude. and breathe. Let's bring the heels in just a tiny bit. Knees come together, and you're just going to circle those knees. Good. And separate the knees. We're going to rise back up. Here's your exercise in agility. 2 arms reach up. That right thigh comes up with you. Kick it out. Bring it back. Crescent lunge on the left side. Go slow. Option to visit your airplane and then land crescent lunge. Second set, pushing off. Right knee lifts. Kick out. Fly it and then land it. Take 2 more. Go your pace. Breathe. 1 more. Crescent lunge, open up to warrior 2. Nicely done. Pulling forward and back. Reversing that warrior. Taking the left wrist with right hand, finding that gorgeous side stretch. Releasing to warrior 2 proper. Propelling the arms and right foot steps back to meet the left. Here's your other side when you're ready. Circle sweep, inhale. Left knee's going to come up with you. Kick out. Airplane to crescent lunge. That's 1. Let's take 5. This will be our second. Here's our third. Anything you want to do with your arms. Arms can be in sync with your legs. Here's your 4th. Here's our final. This time when you land in crescent, you open to warrior 2. Pull forward, draw back. Flip your right palm, breathe in reverse. Option to hold that right wrist with your left hand, drawing more elongation in the right side of the body. Breathe. Warrior 2 proper. Extend those fingertips. And propel the arms, standing position, Tadasana, beautifully done. You might be feeling it in the upper arms, are you? A little bit? Yeah. So go ahead and just swing the arms back a little. I like to do what I call Michael Phelps arms. So just pretend you're doing backstroke or the crawl. And then I swing the right arm in front of me and I grab it with my left wrist. Not grab it, but kind of press it. And then open and change sides. And open and change sides. This is kind of a great thing to do anytime. Okay. Like to do a quad stretch while we're standing, then tree pose, Parsvottanasana, and then we'll take it back down onto the mats. So if you're standing, you're going to put weight into the left leg and grab your right ankle behind you. So one hand can hold the foot and the other cradles the ankle. Shoulders come back. Push hips forward. Stack left hip over left knee. Right knee points to the floor. Thighs come together. Breathe. Option here to start pressing that thigh back. And then place that right foot somewhere inside your left thigh or calf, or maybe right foot is side by side the left foot on the floor. Tree pose. Expand and explore. Transcend. And right foot comes down. Let's take the other side. Actually, right foot comes down. Step it behind you, okay, just a little. And take that Parsvottanasana I promised. You're just going to hinge forward. Over straight legs initially. Flat back initially. And then at your timing, you're welcome to drop your head and tuck your chin. Again, I can't do that because of the mic. But feel that beautiful stretch in the backs of your legs. Breathe into it. Let's rise back up. Take it slow. And the left foot steps back to meet the right. Let's try the other side, guys. Weights in the right leg. Hands latch or catch your left ankle. Thighs come together. Squeeze. Knee points down. Quad stretch. Option here to press the thigh back. Okay. We're going to bring that left foot to the inside of right thigh or calf or on the floor. Breathe. Dismount into Parsvottanasana. Left foot steps back. Hands on hips. And raise yourselves up carefully and gently. Back foot steps forward to meet the front one. Y'all did great. How do you feel so far? Good. Shake out anything that needs shaking. Roll out anything that needs rolling. We've got about 15 minutes left. We'll go back down on our backs, okay? So stepping to the top of your mat. Circle, sweep high, inhale, reach. Exhale that forward fold, drawing down. Hands on shins, inhaling, flat back. All right, you're going to hop, skip, jump, or walk back to that high plank. Since it's power class, we are going to hold our plank. We're going to hold it for 5. Make sure those hips are not up in the air. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forward on the toes, bend at your elbows, low plank. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hips come down. Upward dog. Option here to press into the tops of your feet and raise your knees. If you've raised your knees, lower them. Lower yourself gently down to the ground. Left ear on the mat. Face your head to the right. You can windshield wiper your legs, bending the knees and moving the feet from one side to the other. How did you guys at home do? That was a challenging practice so far. Now we get into the fun, easier, deeper stuff. So I hope you stay with us for some large muscle deep stretches here. Just to give your neck an even stretch, maybe right ear on the floor and face your head to the left. Again, windshield wipering the legs if that's a nice feeling for you. There we go. I got all my friends in and the pink mat. That looks good. I want to thank everybody for showing up. And then every now and then somebody makes a donation on our Venmo account, and it's extremely helpful. So thank you. I think Noreen donated today. Thank you, Noreen. It's certainly not necessary, but it is deeply appreciated. I think I want it like that. The most amazing thing about this period of time is how everybody's coming together. Everybody's helping everybody. This could go down 2020 as one of my favorite years ever in my life. There is so much humanity and kindness and sharing and supporting going on. And when I think deeply about it, I just start to cry. This business would never have been able to stay open without you. And I'm so grateful to you. Like Einstein said, do you choose to live in a hostile world or in a loving world? My world's always been loving. All right, I think I got that now. Let's do that quad stretch on our bellies. Let's see. Relax your left leg. Grab your right foot. I gotta get that hair clip off of my shirt. So the same thing we did standing, we now take in our belly position. Squeeze your heel towards your butt. Both hands on it, okay? And see how strong your quad and hip flexor are. Can you raise the thigh up? No help from the left leg. From here, lower down gently and change legs. Squeeze your heel towards and go ahead and lift that left thigh. Okay. You can bend those knees and windshield wiper the legs. And then please extend your right arm out to the right. This is going to be the half serpent pose. Nisa taught me this. You'll bend your left knee for me. Raise the left thigh. That's the one we just did. Raise that leg on its own if possible, half serpent. And then open, swing, bring your left foot to the right of your right leg. So use a little momentum there. And just take a side position, giving your right shoulder, right side body a beautiful stretch. Please don't press too hard. I should give a big shout out too to our landlord who has given us such a break for the past 12 months, making it possible to stay open. Okay, let's try the other side, guys. Extending the left arm, bend your right knee, raise your right thigh. Let's take our half serpent, swing that leg over if possible. Beautiful. Roll it back. And put our hands under our shoulders, please. Elbows point upward. Cobra. Tops of the feet glued to the floor. Squeeze your thighs firmly. Kneecaps lift up off of the mat due to the strong thigh muscles. Okay. Pressing feet into the floor, hip bones into the floor as you rise up for Cobra. Breathe. And lower down slowly. Taking it twice more, please. Inhaling. And once more. Bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, raise your arms up. Big toes touch, straighten those legs, raise the legs too. Keeping legs afloat, arms come out, arms reach forward. Arms come back out, hands clasp behind you, pull, and lower down. We're going to take that one more time. Arms come up first, hands are clasped or holding a strap. Chest lifts, Legs lift. Keeping legs floating. Hands unclasp and reach out. Hands reach forward. Open out. Clasp. Lift. And lower. Want one more set? Here we go. Ultra yogis only. Hands up. Chest up. Legs up. Open up. Reach forward. Reach out. Hands clasp. Lift up. And lower. You did it. Unclasp the hands. Option to windshield wiper the legs. Excuse me. We'll push up off of our mats. Use your hands. Crawl to the top of your mat on your knees. Fixed firm is next. Knees together and heels separate just wide enough to put hips in between. Option here. You can see I took a block. I'm going to sit on a block and just stretch those quads. Some of the yogis can lay all the way back. If that's you, go for it. Just be careful. And breathe. One more breath here. Okay, come on out carefully. You're going to lie down, guys. Sweep those legs in front of you, lying on your back now. Your heads will face the front of the room, and your feet face the back. Taking a reclining half pigeon position. Soles of feet on the floor, knees are bent. Lying back, putting your right ankle above your left thigh. Use your block. Squeeze the right thigh away from you. We open the class with some really nice hamstring stretches. If your body would like a little more, you can then raise that right leg, straighten it out, and just gently pull it towards you. Or option to just stay in your reclining half pigeon. Or alternate between the two, hamstring stretch and then returning to the reclining half pigeon. And here's the supine twist I promised you that we'd go deeper into. So we did this at the beginning of class, just a gentle one. Now you can go a little deeper if you drop those pigeon legs over to the right. And maybe that right ankle is weighing down the left thigh. And you experience a very nice spinal twist looking over your left shoulder. Breathe. You can release the legs, put both feet on the floor, and windshield wiper the thighs. And we did this seated at the start of class. And we'll take the reclining half pigeon on the left. So the right knee is bent, right foot is on the floor, left ankle over right thigh, and take your block and just squeeze back. Option to just spend some time here, or to go into your hamstring stretch if you wish. Returning to your half pigeon if you'd like, and parlaying that into a supine twist. Breathe. My beautiful television audience, I'm going to sign off with you now. I'm going to dim the lights here, and we're going into final Shavasana in the studio. So, thank you for viewing. Have a beautiful Saturday. Namaste.